the only reason that I like Valentine's Day is because it's one day closer to my birthday. And that's petite. I absolutely love to use this brush for bronzer. Every time I want to say brush, I always say blush. And every time I try to say blush, I always say brush. But anyway, y'all, but I get major Kylie Jenner vibes looking at this packaging. So maybe they took inspo from Kylie, or maybe Kylie took inspo from them. I could be onto something there. Hey y'all, it's Hannah, and welcome back to my channel, or hi, hello if you're new here. If you're new here, hi, hello, and welcome. Today I'm going to be doing this Valentine's Day inspired makeup look right here, and I absolutely love the way that it turned out. So I'm using a couple of affordable products in this makeup tutorial that are from the drugstore, and then I'm kind of using one item that is a little bit more on the higher end spectrum. But without any further ado, let's go ahead and get right on into this makeup tutorial. To achieve this beautiful Valentine's Day eye, we are first going to be priming my eyelid. I'm going to be using the Smashbox 24-hour eyeshadow primer. I really love this stuff, but I will have to say, after I get done using this primer, I'm going to be trying out a more affordable drugstore eyeshadow primer that I have been hearing a lot of talk about. And I'm not going to say which one it's going to be because I want to surprise y'all. But I usually just get a tiny little bit of it onto the tip of my finger and just apply it. Going in with the Makeup Revolution #Slay palette, I'm going to be taking the shade Queen, and I'm just going to be applying that to my crease using this little crease brush. Now taking the Milani Gilded Rouge palette. I've actually been saving this palette for Valentine's Day because when I first received this palette, I was like, make a mental note, this is going to be a really awesome palette to use for Valentine's Day. I'm going to take the shade Sangria, and I'm going to be applying that to the outer half of my lid and into my crease using this little dome-shaped crease brush. Next, I'm going to be taking the shade Rose Sophie, I don't know how to pronounce it, but I'm just going to be packing it on with this little brush right here, and I'm going to be packing it onto my lid where we left off shadow. Could just leave this eye look like it is, or you could jazz it up with some glitter, which is what I chose to do. So we're going to be taking one of the pressed glitters. This is in the shade Theme with 2 M's, and I'm just going to be packing that right onto the center and the inner part of my lid using my finger. Next up, I'm going to be curling my eyelashes and putting on some mascara, and the mascara that I'm going to be using today is just the Believe Beauty Lash Lengthening Extended Mascara. Now I'm going to be popping on a false eyelash. Now, if you are following along with this tutorial at home and you don't really like false lashes, you don't know how to apply them, just whatever the reason is that you don't want to wear them, you don't have to. You can totally just stick to mascara. I personally like wearing false lashes, so I'm just going to pop some on, and I'm using the Cara lashes in the style 113. I'm going to be doing my lower lash line since I went ahead and did my complexion off camera. So first, what we're going to do for the lower lash line is I'm going to take the shade Sangria and just smudge it around underneath the lower lash line area. And then I'm going to be applying a little bit of mascara to my bottom lashes as well. Now I'm going to be adding some bronzer to warm up my complexion because we don't really want just a plain Jane complexion. We kind of want to add a little bit of color and a little bit of life back into the skin. So that is why we're first going to go in with bronzer. I'm using this BH Cosmetic bronzer in the shade Golden Gal, and to apply it, I'm just going to use this big fluffy brush because I absolutely love to use this brush for bronzer. Every time I want to say brush, I always say blush. And every time I try to say blush, I always say brush. But anyway, I love this brush for bronzer. Next up is blush, and for blush, I'm going to be using one of my favorites that I have been just reaching for non-stop in my everyday makeup routine, and I decided to use it today in this makeup tutorial, and that is my Pixi by Petra blush in the shade Peach Parfait. This is a really pretty blush, and it kind of like has a little bit of a gold shimmer to it. I absolutely love this blush, and I just cannot get enough of it. And to apply the blush, I've been using a different brush recently. I have really been into using an angled brush to apply my blush, and here is why. I feel like this little angled brush, it really just hugs the apple of your cheek, and it really does a nice job at placing it right where you really want it. So I really recommend checking out one of these angled brushes because they do an amazing job at applying your blush. Next up is highlight, and for highlighter, I'm going to be using another one of my everyday staples recently. This is from the brand Eastate, and I don't know about y'all, but I get major Kylie Jenner vibes looking at this packaging, so maybe they took inspo from Kylie, or maybe Kylie took inspo from them. I could be onto something there, but this is in the shade Do Me, and this is just a really beautiful baked highlighter, and to apply it, I'm just going to be using my e.l.f. highlighting brush. Last but certainly not least is lips, and then we're done. So for lips, I'm going to be using this Beauty Runway Nude Lipstick and Gloss Little Duo. I love this lip combo. It is absolutely one of my favorites, so that is why we are going to be using it today. Alrighty y'all, so that is it for this makeup tutorial. Thank you all so much for watching this video. I greatly appreciate it, and give it a big thumbs up down below if you really enjoyed this look, and if you would like to see more looks from me, then go ahead and click that subscribe button down below because I'm on here every Thursdays, Mondays, and Saturdays at 9:45 a.m. Eastern Time. Also, give me a follow over on social media so that way you can keep up with me and keep an eye out on when I'm going to be posting new videos. So, with all that being said, thank you all so much for watching this Valentine's Day makeup look. I really hope that you all have a fantastic holiday, and I will see you all in my next video really soon. Bye, my little handcorns.